Along with these colors, I am going to be using the acrylic colors white and gold, which are from Fevicryl. Then some pouring medium, some silicone oil,
Okay.
a few cups or disposable glasses to mix the colors, straws, and hair dryer.
Good looking straws.
Yes, but not so good looking hair dryer. And a few ice cream sticks again to mix the colors.
Okay.
Okay, so we will start now.
So we are on with the armamentarium and let us see Dr. Utsnavi in action now.
Yes.
Sorry for that little technical glitch, guys. I hope you heard the story of the Mexican guy, but nevertheless, I will repeat it. Dr. Utsnavi donning the apron that she had mentioned
Yes.
about.
So this apron is also provided in the Camlin Fluid Art Kit. If you don't want to dirty your clothes, it would be a wise thing to use it.
Unless you want to look like an artist.
Oh yes, of course. So let's start. So the first thing I'll be doing is mixing the colors. So guys, fluid art or acrylic pouring as it is called can be done using many techniques. The most popular ones being ring pour or a dirty pour or a flip cup and the Dutch pour. I personally love using the Dutch pour technique because we can create numerous number of shapes and forms with this technique.
Okay.
You don't have too much control on the dirty cup or flip cup or ring pour technique. You don't have too much control on where the colors will flow. So if you want to have some control on what shapes or what forms are coming up with the colors, then I think the Dutch pour is a better option. I love this technique, so today I'll be demonstrating this technique for you.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's start.
Sure.
So for the base color, I'll be taking some white.
Okay. Have you already have you put some gesso or priming on the
So
canvas?
I have already covered the canvas with one layer of acrylic paint, which is a white paint.
Okay.
Okay, and now we'll be pouring the base layer onto this.
Okay.
It's just to cover any impurities or if there's any irregularity on the canvas, it can be covered with a white acrylic paint, maybe a textured white or a thick white paint.
Okay.
So this, as you can see, the consistency is already quite fluid. Okay,
Yeah.
so we can either directly use it or we can mix some water or some pouring medium with this.
What do you prefer, water or pouring medium?
The best finish that you would be getting is with a pouring medium any day, but if it is not available, you can use water as well to mix with the colors, but you have to be very careful that you do not mix too much water with your colors, or when they dry up they start separating away from the canvas. So you have to be careful that you do not mix more than 30% water when you are mixing with the colors.
Yeah, I guess the pigment will cuddle up otherwise.
Yes. So usually what happens is when it dries up, it starts separating from the canvas. You will get cracks on your fluid art there.
Okay.
So I'll mixing, as you can see, I am mixing it with some pouring medium here. Okay. You can see the consistency now.
Yeah.
So this is the consistency that we will be needing for the base layer.
Okay.
And I'll be mixing some gold as well right now.
Beautiful.
Metallic colors always form more number of cells on the canvas in a fluid art. So I always try to use either gold or silver metallic color when I'm doing an acrylic artwork. When I'm doing a fluid art, I prefer using these colors. They look very beautiful, and the number of cells that you get with these, it's just too good. It's amazing.
And you know, Daniel, one thing I love about fluid art is that maybe you want to do some artwork, but you are not able to keep up to your imagination and then what to do. Then you can just let your mind be free and do fluid art.
Yes, absolutely.
Because then that you don't have to think, and yet you are creating a beautiful piece of art. And another beauty, Dr. Utsavi, I feel about fluid art is no two artworks are similar.
Same. Yes. You can get so many different.
And they are very unpredictable.
Absolutely. So it is very difficult. You can never, keep a design in mind and say that I am going to recreate this artwork. It is not going to be possible with fluid art. So you just have to let the mind and colors flow wild. Okay.
Right. Anything all about your favorite color combination that you are going to use?
Yes. So now I am pouring the base layer onto the canvas. Okay. So I'm using the ice cream stick to spread it around evenly.
Okay.
Your hand has to be very light.
Dr. Utsavi, just 1 minute. I might come in your way. It's light and troubling us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I guess the gloss on the color might be reflecting the light a lot. Okay.
Yeah. And also, I feel about the pouring medium, it gives a very beautiful gloss. If you use water, it kind of the grains of the canvas absorbs the whole thing.
So we've covered the entire canvas with a base layer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we covered it with white.
Beautiful.
You can just use your fingers to move it around wherever you feel that there's a puddle.
Right.
Okay.
And that is very therapeutic as well, Dabbling in colors is very therapeutic.
Until you use your fingers, until your hands get dirty, you don't feel like you've created an artwork, right?
Right. And even for fine motor coordination, people having issues with fine motor coordination can dabble in art.
Oh yes, this is very therapeutic. So you can see the base layer is ready. You can see the gloss that we've achieved with the pouring medium. Okay. Now we will be using some colors. We'll be creating, I don't know what we will create at the end, but I'm sure it will be something beautiful. So I'll be starting with the darkest color and then we go towards the lighter shades. Okay.
Okay.
So we start with red. Always make sure that you use less of the darker shades and more of the lighter shades when you are creating fluid art.
Why?
Because it provides more vibrancy. The darker the shade, it may look dull or dark at the end of it. It will cover the entire canvas. So you want more of white and the brighter colors to cover the canvas, right?
Right. So right now, Dr. Utsavi has taken a little smaller board because we need to finish off the work within 1 hour. Otherwise, we will not be able to finish off the whole thing within 1 hour.
So you can see I've already poured some crimson, some purple, orange, and now I'm going with the brilliant purple.
Lovely. The color combination looks awesome.
It looks beautiful as it is, right?
Look at this. Amazing.
And now we'll be adding some gold to it as well.
Oh, there comes gold.
Yes, and I'll be adding maybe 2 drops of silicone oil to the gold before I pour it.
Okay, let me see. What are you showing me? Oh, yeah, you did mention about it.
Yes, so this is the silicone oil.
So what is the function of silicone oil?
This creates beautiful cells when it is mixed with the color, with the acrylic paints.
Okay.
It creates beautiful cells when we will be blowing air, when we will be spreading the colors. This will help us in a lot of cell formations. So you can see how I'm going with the gold onto the rest of the colors.
So Utsavi, you are going like a diagonal, but you can go the way you want.
Of
You
course,
can let
of
your
course.
imagination run
You
wild.
can make a ring, you can maybe go horizontal, you can cover this one side and let the colors flow onto the rest of the canvas.
Look at that beautiful combination. Guys, how does it look? Come on, type
Looks
in the
so
comment
stunning,
box.
right? It already looks so stunning.
Yeah.
So now I'll be pouring some white around this, okay?
Okay.
So that when the colors flow, you can see, you can already focus here, you can see some cells already forming here. Can you see
Oh,
that?
beautiful.
Yeah, so once it
Check out.
yeah, so once it spreads, it will look all the more beautiful.
Lovely, lovely.
So I am pouring some more base layer around this,
Okay.
so that when the color flows into the base layer, it will look lovely, it will look stunning.
Absolutely.
And
then it is
basically
all
the colors need something to flow onto, so
Okay.
that is why we add some more base layer around it, so that the colors can flow onto the canvas.
Can
on
you
all
all
sides.
appreciate the gloss? See the like whatever around the color she has poured, you can see that base color as well. Okay, now what next?
So now is the time to use my favorite, the hair dryer.
Okay.
So let's blow some color around, okay? So let's start.
It's going to be a little noisy, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'll be doing is I'll be spreading half the color here and the remaining half on the other side. So let's
Okay.
see what forms at the end of it.
The beauty of unknown is again something different. The love for unknown. Lovely. Check out this, guys. Check out this. It's looking so beautiful. See the pink, the red has mixed with golden and given a beautiful glow, a fiery red thing out here.
So you can see these cells here.
Yeah.
This is what I was talking about.
Beautiful. Look at this looks like H&E stains histopathology.
So if you are not happy with the design, you can move around a little bit of the color with the straw, but I think I'm really liking this design the way it is. Maybe we can just spread some of this at the end here. Let's see.
Okay. Remember we used to do this in school with ink? At least we had that a lesson in drawing class where we would blow the ink this way and then blow our mind off.
You can see the cells forming here
Yeah,
when I blow it with the straw.
Because the layers are like, with the straw the layer is coming off.
Yes, exactly. You can focus the direction of the air that you're blowing with the straw.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just moving my finger around the edges so that even the edges are covered.
Right. And guys, also one more thing is ki you don't need to be a talented artist to do this. You can just let your imagination go wild and do this thing. Anyone can do it. Like anybody can paint. A, B, C, P.
Yes. So you can see guys how beautiful it is looking. I really don't think now I want to change a thing about this. Let me know how you guys feel this has come out.
Keep writing in the comment box.
Yes.
And Dr. Utsavi said she doesn't want to, but she's still doing it.
I think that is how all of us artists are, right? We are
Yeah.
never happy.
Yeah, till
Never
the time.
satisfied till the end.
So you all can let us know if you all want this to go some other way around. So how
Do you want me to add any color here and there?
Yeah,
Want
we
me to
can
change?
add according
always
to
do
what
that.
you all want. Just check this out, guys. It's looking so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it is looking so pretty. Just look at this. Just look at this. Just let me know if you all want any other color to be added out here. We can ask Dr. Utsavi to add that color and see the outcome of that particular color. Maybe Utsavi, can we put little gold out here in the middle and we can put little gold and check out how do you think it will look?
Yes, let's try. Actually, I'm liking the negative white space here, but chalo, let's try adding some more gold.
Yeah. Just since we are just fun thing. Yes, Veena. Utsavi really talented. If you all have any questions, please let me know. Kavita does a lot of fluid art and she has a YouTube channel also dedicated to that. Kavita, you can also give us some more insights onto the yes, Trisha, it is looking good, amazing. That's really nice.
Thanks a lot.
It's looking so beautiful.
So can you see I've added some more gold here, and I think it looks very pretty. Thank you, Dr. Vaishali Das, for the suggestion.
Yeah. So look at this gold which has come up now. This is so beautiful, so beautiful.
Do you want me to add some more gold here as well?
I guess so. That will balance it out.
Here,
yeah,
right?
that will balance it out.
So let's try doing it. So this is the thing with fluid art, guys. You can keep on changing it till, of course, it dries. So you have to be quick with it. But then you can make some changes here and there. You can tweak it a little bit.
And you can see the final outcome whenever you are making a painting, like which is a structured painting or a conceptual painting. You know what is going to be the outcome because you have that painting in your mind. But in this particular thing, you are just doing it like it goes wild. Even you yourself are surprised with the outcome at times.
Can you see this?
Beautiful. Let us just focus onto what she has done just now. And look at the beauty. I just walk you around the entire painting. And now what? How long does it take to dry?
So we have to leave it as it is for 24 hours and let it dry. Okay. And so after it has dried completely, you actually need to varnish this.
Okay.
We can either we can use a resin. We can use some art resin to, we can cover it with a layer of resin, or we can use some high gloss varnish, maybe 3 to 4 coats of high gloss varnish, and the result is absolutely stunning.
After how long?
But that has to be after at least a month. This art has to dry for a month at least before, yes, a month. So it has to dry for that long before you can actually put it up. You can put it up without varnishing, but if you want the high gloss finish, you have to varnish or you have to apply a layer of resin, and then maybe you can put it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can show you a few of my other fluid artworks in the meantime. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What I'll do is, till the time she's showing the other artworks, let me walk you through. And you must visit that website. We have these beautiful artworks out there. And look at this Buddha, and we are going to have few more fluid artworks of Dr. Utsavi going to be put up on the Artodontics website. And
so you can see
beautiful. This is a round.
Yes, this is a round canvas with a similar color combination. You can see I've used the same sunset colors here.
Right.
Okay, same along with the white base. But what I have done here is after it dried up completely, I have added some gold leaf onto it.
Okay,
so this is all gold leaf. Okay. And then I have applied, this has still got only 1 coat of varnish. It has to have at least 3 more coats of varnish, but you
Okay.
can still see the gloss on
Yes, yes.
it with the
yes.
varnish. You would not get a similar kind of gloss without the varnish.
Right,
Okay.
right. And what if you want to make it this thing, matte finish, I mean?
Then you can use a matte varnish.
Okay.
So this is one more artwork that I have created using acrylic
Can we hold
art.
it against this so that
Yes.
the light does not trouble us? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you can say I have created a beautiful beach here using the acrylic paints, using the fluid acrylic paints. So
Right.
here again I have used the Dutch pour technique,
Okay.
but I have applied the paints in layers.
Okay.
And
So-
then I have added some white onto it and blown the white onto the layers of blue
I'm holding
to
it
get
for
the
you.
wave effect.
Yeah.
Yes. And I've added some shells if you can
These
see.
are real shells.
Yes, these are real shells from our Juhu beach.
And look at the glitter out there, which is enhancing.
Yes, so I've added some gold glitter onto the gold paint when it was drying.
Right, right.
Okay.
So that is an amazing thing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Utsavi, for being with us today and giving us such a beautiful, a very, very beautiful insight into the fluid art.
Thank you so
I just
much.
I just love this fluid art at times. Utsavi, could you just get one more that big painting, that fluid art you
Can you
have?
come outside? I am actually hanging the painting out. So
Okay.
I have two
Okay,
more
let us
paintings
see.
that
Come
I
on,
will
come
show.
on, come on. Yeah, let's see. Oh, beautiful. Let me just go back to it and yeah. So this is the beautiful artwork which is going to be very soon on
The Artodontics website. So this is a big 1.5 by 2 feet canvas,
Yeah, okay.
and I call it the Ocean Mystique.
Just check out the color combination.
I love working with gold and blue.
And we have one more,
And this is the
a
fiery
companion.
ocean.
It's a happy
Yeah.
marriage again.
So this is called the fiery ocean. If you come closer, you can actually observe the gold cells that are formed here. I love these cells. This
Yes.
is why I love working with gold.
You should be an oral pathologist. This is the beautiful artwork of Dr. Utsavi. And I don't know whether you heard the story of the Mexican artist that I was talking about. I don't think so you heard that. Long, long ago, once upon a time, there was this Mexican artist called what was his name? David Alfaro Sequeiros. And he stumbled upon this fluid art and he named it accidental painting. He immediately fell in love with the aesthetics and the happy marriage between the science and art and complexity and beauty of the colors that he gets by mixing these colors. So guys, if you all want something more innovative from Artodontics, like type it in the comment box, what should be the next program about? Let us see if I can organize that for you. Until then, bye. Thank you so much. Let me quickly give you the glimpse of the beautiful artwork which has been done today. Okay, this is how it is looking. Where are your cells? Yeah, these are the beautiful cells. The entire artwork. And it's time to say a bye from both of us.
Goodbye.
Bye guys. Take care. We are not masked right now. We're sorry because we had to talk. But anyway, we are in a safe zone, so don't worry about that. Thank you so much. Be safe. Take care. Bye bye.